you are a woman and you are rhesus negative and your partner is rhesus positive, you are at risk of rhesus incompatibility. Understanding your rhesus status is vital for pregnancy. Rhesus factor is a protein on red blood cells. If you have it, you are rhesus positive. If you don't, you are rhesus negative. Rhesus factor is different from ABO blood group. If you're going for a blood test to check your rhesus status, on your test results, what you should be looking out for is that positive or negative. Rhesus incompatibility occurs when a rhesus negative mother carries a rhesus positive fetus, which was inherited from the father. This is because the mother's body recognizes the rhesus positive fetal cells as foreign. The mother's body then produces antibodies against the rhesus positive fetal cells. Who is at risk? So if you are a woman and you are rhesus negative and your partner is rhesus positive, you are at risk of rhesus incompatibility, which means there will be an increased risk of miscarriages, stillbirth, fetal anemia. So please, if your own is positive and your partner's own, even if your partner's own is negative, there is no risk. If yours is positive and your partner's own is positive, there is no risk. If yours is negative and your partner's own is negative, there is no risk. People who are at risk are women or mothers that have a rhesus negative status and their partner's status is rhesus positive. Those are the people at risk. The first pregnancy typically has no issue, as the mother's immune system has not yet produced antibodies. But subsequent pregnancies has an increased risk of miscarriages, stillbirth, and fetal anemia. So that is why you need to know your rhesus factor. You need to know your rhesus status, whether you are positive or negative. And you also need to know the rhesus status of your partner. Yes. To prevent rhesus incompatibility, program injections are administered to rhesus negative mothers by a healthcare provider around 28 weeks of pregnancy, within 72 hours of delivery, after miscarriage, abortion, or ectopic pregnancy. Prenatal care and monitoring is also one of the preventive measures of rhesus incompatibility. So tell a sister, tell a friend,